Yo, so obviously you can see what this is titled. It's called the No Kizzy song breakdown. About to break down No Kizzy, you know the vibes, yo, love. I should have got way more prepared before I got on here, so I already apologize. Alright, bow. Bow. This song was actually so crazy because basically I had followed Black Sam back like in 2020, maybe 2019. We had followed each other, and it was pretty nuts because we didn't really lock in at all then. We just were like, oh, you're dope, boom. Then this nigga goes crazy. Funny, he just spazzed. The song Bleach went crazy. That shit was so hard. And Instagram, not even peeping, this man going crazy. And boom, one day I saw a story pop up, and his story came up, and I was like, yo, that shit's fire. So I was like, yo, this is fire. And he responded, he was like, yo, we gotta get a song together. And I was like, oh, boom, that sounds fire, let's do it. And I look at this nigga's monthly listeners, this nigga's going crazy. And so he was just like, really fucking with me and hit me up. And it was actually really funny. I sent him a record to do. And yeah, actually, Cashin, I don't really fuck with you, so if you could just leave my live, that would be perfect, actually. All right, so, I'm just kidding. I love you. Nah, so I sent him a record, and he wasn't fucking with it at all. But it's okay, because that shit is still hard. But he was like, oh, no, I'm looking for a different vibe. So I was like, oh, shit, that was my chance. So I went and I just like had a bunch of beats on my hard drive, and I was like, okay, let me just pull from every pack I know I got some fire shit and send it to him. And so I ended up sending him a pack, and he was like, the beat for No Kizzy, that was the one he was fucking with the most. And so I was like, bet, I'll track some shit to it ASAP. And so I got in the car with my boy Dylan, and we were just driving on Beverly, and he was, what did he say? We were talking about something, and it was just like real stupid, and we were like, no cap, no kizzy, no cap, no kizzy, and we were like, that might be the fucking song. And so we went back to my crib, and I just loaded up Pro Tools here in my living room, and I just tracked the whole shit in like maybe an hour and a half, and sent it back to Black Sam. Man, this nigga recorded that shit the same night too, like all the way from Chicago. That shit was crazy. And so he sent that shit back, and he fucking spazzed out on it. And so that was like really dope. And when I heard it, like the first thing that caught my attention, like when I knew this nigga blacked out, was when he said, what is it?
Watching my wrist, a big Lizzie, got my hands shaking from the avalanche. Quick flight out to Cali just to get the wiggle from a cattle ranch. 458 like a caravan. Niggas been paying the kid for the penmanship, that would've put it on paraffin. Pair of V's and an S for the noose on my neck, till the cutter with Claritin. Couldn't be more precise. 4 rings on my left hand, now I gotta put my phone in rice. Niggas been trying to pay me for advice. Think I discovered the code to the safe. I stood on my fate, now I press a button, the heat of my seat when it's cold in the rave. My neck.
Nah. That nigga, he went so crazy on this song. I'm not gonna lie. I really sat there, I paused it at that exact moment, and I was like, bro, I literally felt like the heavens angels just like do that emoji, you know, the famous Ye meme where he's like this, and it's Chance and Kid Cudi and everybody. I was like, bro, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then, so I paused it there, and then I was like, all right. Let me see how much crazier this nigga just went, cause I was worried that this nigga might have just flamed me on my own song, which he went so hard that it was ridiculous.
Natural odors, Dior survives, the money affected a small amount. How much I'm shaky and uncharted terrain, my traction keep me from stalling out. Most of my songs are short, but a minute's restriction won't keep me from balling out. Presidents moshing inside of my duffel, I dump them just so I can sprawl them out.
Now, when he said presidents moshing inside of my duffel, no, hold on.
My seat when it's cold in the rave. Most of my songs are short, but a minute's restriction won't keep me from balling out. Presidents moshing inside of my duffel, I dump them just so I can sprawl them out.
President's moshing inside of my duffel. I dump him just so I could sprawl him. That shit had, you should have really seen me. I wish I had recorded a live reaction. I really jumped up and down like a fucking crackhead, bro. That shit is so hard. This nigga went fucking bananas.
Then I go make a deposit. I'm 10 junkies in the bank. I got some real niggas on the flank. That shit on everything like
Franks.
There for the food,
Not for the swank. Nah.
Don't really care about no ambiance. See the shit busting and the shit busting. You can keep the candles in the Sauvignon. It's just the type of time I be on. If it's a play on the table, I slide. I'm messing the shit. I put that on the guy.
To keep it 100, I keep it alive. Nah. Alright. So boom. He did that, and I was like, this song just immediately went from like, alright, yeah, I went crazy to that was the type of energy I had for the record. So, boom, he sent me that back, and I was like, yo, let's fucking go, let's drop this shit. And so we basically dropped it like almost as soon as we made it. It was like maybe a couple weeks just to get it up on Spotify, and yeah, bro, like that's the story of No Kizzy and how we recorded that shit. For my part, you know, it was really just like, you know, I record everything off the top of my head, so I really just sit there and I think about my life experiences and just like the people I grew up with, and I just manifest all that stuff out into bars. And so, you know, when I say shit like, you know, let me see because I only got a couple hard ones in here, man. Hey, thank you, bro. I got a couple hard ones in here. Let me see. Where are we at?
I'm busy. I'm in that dance dizzy. I'm in 10, 20 face. No cap, no kizzy. Shooters and savages in the trees. All really they drillin on Vietnamese. Gave her some bread, now she cream and cheese. No cap, no kizzy. To keep it 100, I keep it alive.
See, hey, shout out to Check It, bro. I haven't seen him in a minute. Bro, I'm saying that nigga really be going crazy every time. He spaz on everything, man. His whole discography, I love that shit, for real. Like, he's got that EP dropping tonight, if you guys haven't checked it out. Black Sam. You know, much love to him, man. EP out now, or in a couple hours on West Coast. It's just about to be crazy. But yeah, you know, like for me, I knew we had one, no cap, when we had the hook. Once I tracked the hook, I was like, yeah, this shit is different. Cause it.
Some savages in the trees. All really they drillin on Vietnamese. Gave her some bread, now she cream and cheese. No cap, no kizzy.
That to me was just like, you know, to me this song was just all about providing the energy and in a different way lyrically, you know, because people could rap about anything nowadays, but I really wanted to do it in a way that was like, I've never heard somebody say they're smoking gas like that, you know what I'm saying? Like refining this person, you know, gas. Alright, my favorite bar of the song is I'm keeping a pole just like the vet, because in my eyes, that is the coldest double entendre. Dylan and his girlfriend were here, and before I recorded No Kizzy, they were telling me about Dr. Pol on Disney Plus, and on Disney Plus, Dr. Pol is like, you know, the ultimate veterinarian. Like, this guy will take a chicken that isn't breathing, and he'll look at it and be like, this chicken's pregnant. And then he'll just like open the chicken up, and the chicken will survive, and all the eggs will survive, and it's just like on some nut shit, you know, like this nigga just be saving everything. And so I saw that, and they were telling me about that, and they were just, bro, it was like 45 minutes before I recorded this song. They were telling me about how Dr. Pol saved this cow, and he solved this pig with autism, and all this crazy shit, bro. And so that shit was just like on my head. So I was like, I keep it a pole just like the vet, you know, because I just felt like shouting them out, you know, because clearly, and they were like, there's 20 seasons of this man just saving animals all over. I was like, yo, like you know, somebody's got to show him love, you know. If the rest of the world won't, then why not JIG LeFrost? Before I even finish, I gotta say this was crazy. So the beat that Black Sam ended up picking that became No Kizzy, Eddie Priest sent that shit to me a year ago, almost exactly. I'm not leaking it. No, he sent that shit to me like a year ago, and I had it, and I was like, man, like I wonder, what the right thing to do to this is. Like, I just kept thinking, like, yo, what is it? And a year later, you know what I'm saying? That's the kind of artist I am, too. At the end of the day, like, I don't delete anything off my hard drive, off this computer. I really go back to everything. Yo, what's up, Cali? I really go back to everything and really like listen and keep listening back. And so I just thought that was really dope. That's how that song ended up working, because Eddie had sent me beats. We've done a couple records together. We did Hydroplane, we did Longitude, and then randomly No Kizzy comes out, and that was just an extended, you know what I'm saying, a year later. So just for anybody listening, any rappers or anything like that, it's like, don't give up on the stuff that's on your hard drive, bro. Like, if you need something that's crazy, if you're looking for something crazy, it's right there in front of you. You know what I'm saying? So all that to say, shout out to Eddie Priest, shout out to Strain. You guys went bananas on that shit. All right, I'm gonna play this one last time and I'm gonna get out of here. All right, No Kizzy out now. No Cap No Kizzy. Keep it 100, I keep it alive. No Cap No Kizzy.
I'm busy. I'm in that dance dizzy. I'm in 10, 20, 50s. No cap, no kizzy. Shooters and savages in the trees. Gorillas, they drillin on Vietnamese. Gave us some bread, now she cream and cheese. No cap, no kizzy. To keep it 100, I keep it alive. No cap, no kizzy. I'm in the trap with a Lizzie McGuire. No cap, no kizzy. I got a nigga in love with a fire. No cap, no kizzy. One of my niggas got caught on a wire. No cap, no kizzy. Pressin up deep dive and fry. No cap, no kizzy. Ain't no lick that call me lie. No cap, no kizzy. Summer in Cali, this shit was a vibe. Push it up, pop and I put it in drive. Smokin on diamonds, I bezel my greenery. Refining this Pressin machinery. What kind of question is what does it mean to me? Everything. I put a diamond on everything. I put my family on everything. Fuck any heretics, I put a bitch on an airplane. She brings all my money in Paraguay. I keep it a pole, just like a vet. They in a hole, I'm on a trip. I'm starting to do with me. Dotted this an opportunity, what you gonna do with me? The biggest and baddest view to me. Keep shooters, savages in the trees. Gorillas, they drillin on Vietnamese. No cap, no kizzy. To keep it 100, I keep it alive. No cap, no kizzy. I'm in the trap with a Lizzie McGuire. No cap, no kizzy. I got a nigga in love with a fire. No cap, no kizzy. One of my niggas got caught on a wire. No cap, no kizzy. Pressin up deep dive and fry. No cap, no kizzy. Ain't no lick that call me lie. No cap, no kizzy. Niggas saying I'm not next, they lie. Yeah. D&D up in the lab, cause niggas is busy. Flow like a manual quickly, I'm blaming the diesel for making me dizzy. Watching my wrist a bit blizzy, got my hands shaking from the avalanche. Quick flight out to Cali just to get the wiggle from a cattle ranch. 458 like a caravan. Niggas been paying the kid for the penmanship, double to put it on paraffin. Pair of V's and the S for the noose on my neck, till the cut it with Claritin. Couldn't be more precise. 4 rings in my left hand, now I gotta put my phone in rice. Niggas been trying to get me for advice. Think I discovered the code to the safe. I stood on my faith, now I press a button and heat up my seat when it's cold in the rave. My natural order is Dior survives. The money affected a small amount. How much I'm shaking and try the terrain. My traction keep me from stalling out. Most of my songs are short, but a minute's restriction won't keep me from balling out. President's marching inside of my duffel. I dump them just so I can sprawl them out. Then I gonna make a deposit on Tim Duncan using bank. I got some real niggas on the flank, but that shit on everything like Franks. I'm there for the food, not for the swing. Don't really care about the ambiance. If the shit bustin', then the shit bustin'. You can keep the candles in the Savion. It's just the type of time I be on. If it's a play on the table, I slide. I'm messing the shit, I put that on the guy. I keep it 100, I keep it alive. No cap, no kizzy. I'm in the trap with a Lizzie McGuire. No cap, no kizzy. I got a nigga in love with a fire. No cap, no kizzy. One of my niggas got caught on a wire. No
Alright, y'all. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Have a great whatever day it is tonight. Alright.